Greetings to you all. My name is Babawale Ojoy. I want to sincerely welcome you to my YouTube channel. The essence of this YouTube channel is to provide you with all the necessary information that will ensure that your bakery is successful, rewarding, fulfilling, and with good reputation. Today we shall continue in our series called Solutions to Bakery Problem. Solutions to Bakery Problem. And today we shall be talking about solution to bakery leadership problem. Bakery leadership problem. What do I mean by bakery leadership problem? Bakery leadership problem means the weaknesses, the lapses, the flaws of bakery leaders that is affecting the bakery negatively. What are these leadership problems that we shall be providing solutions to? Number one is what I call the status quo or static leadership. Status quo or static leadership. What do I mean by status quo or static leadership? Status quo or static leadership means a bakery is being managed in a particular way for a period of time without even changing when change is needed for survival. A bakery leader or the CEO of a bakery called me sometimes back and said they need solutions to their bakery problems. And I went there, I looked at what they have been doing, and I started providing solutions to all the problems that needed solutions. And as I was giving them solutions to the problem, the leaders, they were saying, no, this can't work. No, this is a waste of time. No, this can't work. And as I was saying it, let's apply this so that we can get it. They said, no, all these solutions cannot work. I just realized that they were running, or they have a style of running a status quo leadership, a leadership that does not embrace change. And I just started looking at it. What can we do? The first thing I had to do is to be able to change their leadership style from a status quo leadership to what they call change leadership, so that they can embrace change. I had to tell them, after I've told them, oh, you need to change in here, and they said, no, you can't change. How do we now need to solve the problem when you don't want to change? I had to convince them. I said, okay, now, just hold on. If all these changes, all these solutions that I want to provide does not work, I will take personal responsibility for it. Just hold on, let me do what you asked me to do, and if it does not work, whatever happens, I will take responsibility for it. As soon as I told them that, they had to relax and allow me to implement all the changes. And when we implemented all the changes and they saw the result, they were marveled. They were so happy, and the bakery changed from a static or status quo leadership to a change leadership. And now their bakery is successful, is rewarding, is fulfilling, and with good reputation. That means the solution to static leadership is to embrace change. Change can come from even the workers, can come from even the customers, can come from even the consultant, can come from anywhere. Any bakery that wants to be successful at this time of that change is inevitable has to embrace what is called change leadership. You must change because things are changing, production cost is changing, price of goods and services are changing, the customers are changing, even the workers are changing, and it is very important for the leader or the leadership to change, to embrace change so that they can survive and strive. The second leadership problem is what I call flat leadership. Flat leadership. What do I mean by flat leadership? Flat leadership is when the leader of a bakery stop growing, stop improving themselves, stop learning, stop upgrading themselves, and they start doing the same thing that they've been doing over time. There is no new insight, no new information. They are just relaxing on their comfort zone. What is now the solution to this flat leadership? The solution to this flat leadership is to embrace learning leadership. I remember the bakery CEO called me sometimes back that they were undergoing some problems, and I encouraged the CEO to start upgrading himself, start learning in an area of weakness, start improving. And I sent my book to him to go through some pages so that it will help him, so that his growth will be continuous. It will not just be a flat leadership, because anytime I tell him to study this, he said, oh, no, I'm looking for money, I don't need to learn, I don't need to, it's just money that I need now, I just need money, And after some time, I started asking him, have you read this book? He said, no. Until his bakery started going down. Because he was not upgrading himself. Because he was not learning, he was not doing new things. Until his bakery almost collapsed. Before he realized that he needed to upgrade himself. He needed to start learning and not rest on his laurels. Because he was resting on his comfort zone. And as soon as he started reading, started upgrading himself, his bakery now started bouncing back. And he started doing fine. And he now moved from a struggling bakery to a successful bakery that is rewarding, fulfilling, and with good reputation. The number 3 leadership problem in the bakery is what I call ineffective leadership. Ineffective leadership. What do I mean by ineffective leadership? Ineffective leadership is when you are not doing the right thing at the right time as a bakery leader. And what is the solution? The solution is to be effective, to have effective leadership, doing the right things at the right time. I remember sometimes back, the CEO of a bakery called me to come to resolve some problems for them. And when I got there, I observed that they were not doing the right things at the right time. It was even one of the employees that called me that, are you here to resolve some problem? You don't need to stress yourself. Just tell our leader to do this and this at the right time. And that was all. That was the solution we needed, just for the CEO to implement doing the right thing at the right time. If you need to increase the salary of the workers on time, you do that. If you need to order for some certain things, some certain product at a certain time, if you need for them to start production at a particular time, that is effectiveness. And ineffectiveness does not make a bakery to move forward. It affects everything about the bakery. And when the bakery organization is working on ineffectiveness, it affects everything about the bakery. That is why the leadership must change from ineffective leadership to what I call effective leadership for the bakery to be able to be successful, rewarding, fulfilling, and with a good reputation. The number 4 leadership problem is what I call poor leadership ability. Poor leadership ability. And the solution is to learn essential leadership qualities. So many people occupy leadership positions without commensurate leadership quality. Without commensurate leadership quality. And this is always a problem. When you see someone that is in a leadership role and does not have leadership quality, poor communication, poor delegation, and so many things. I was called to a bakery one time like that to come and solve the problem for them, and I observed that the leaders of the bakery were exhibiting poor leadership quality. Things are just not really working because the leader was not exhibiting quality or good leadership qualities. Things were just going the other way around, this, that. I was just a little bit disturbed. And when I look at it, I tried as much as possible to ensure that the leader embrace change and be able to learn new things about leadership, to be able to read some books, to be able to look at how leaders are doing, how to embrace quality leadership characters, so that he or she will be able to move from having a poor leadership ability to an essential leadership quality, so that the bakery can actually move forward. One thing I have discovered over time is that your bakery reflects your leadership qualities. Your bakery is a reflection of your leadership or your leadership growth. If your leadership ability is like this, your bakery cannot come like this. Your bakery will always be lower than your leadership ability. That is why the more you increase your leadership ability, the more your bakery will begin to grow, begin to move forward. I believe with all these solutions that have been profiled, if you have any leadership problem and you are able to implement all this, I believe surely that your bakery will be able to move from where it is right now to the next level. Because every leader can be better as a leader. You can be better. If any level at which you are right now, you can be better and you can continue to grow. And as the bakery leadership grows, the bakery will begin to grow. Because you will have new information by reading new books, by going for seminars, by going for shows, by upgrading yourself, by learning more, watching YouTube videos that are educational, and this will impact on the leader. And the leader will be able to take better decisions, will be able to communicate in a better way, and the bakery tends to move forward. If your bakery is struggling with better leadership qualities, better leadership abilities, your bakery will be able to transit from a struggling bakery to a successful bakery. And if your bakery is already successful, by improving yourself in your leadership capacity, your bakery will be able to move from a successful bakery to a highly successful bakery. And if your bakery is already closed, and with improving your leadership skill, leadership ability, you'll be able to open your bakery and you'll be able to run a successful bakery. The success of your bakery is very, very important to us. I wish you success and I wish you good luck. Thank you.